Good morning everyone. In this video I would like to explain next topic of unit 1, that is optimal operation of fuel fired power stations with line losses. In the previous video I have explained that optimal operation of fuel fired stations without line losses. So in this topic we will consider line losses also. If you consider the interconnected power system, you have so many number of generating stations connected together with the transmission network to feed distinct loads at different places. Therefore 15% buses are generator buses, only one bus is slack bus, remaining 85% buses are load buses. So in the power flow, generator have to be operated optimally, that is least cost, in order to feed the distinct loads at various places. So for that transmission network, we have number of transmission lines are there in between generating stations and load centers, and hence in the transmission lines each line will have resistance and reactance. In the resistance, power loss will occur, 3I square R is the power loss that has to be considered in order to generate the required power along with transmission line losses. Generators have to be used to supply not only loads but also transmission line losses, and hence transmission line losses are around 15 to 25% losses are there, and hence it has significant amount in the power generation. Therefore we need to understand transmission line loss expressions in terms of other variables, expressed in terms of power generation and other variables. By expressing them in terms of power and other variables, the other variables can be treated as B coefficients. So therefore the line loss can be expressed in terms of power generation and B coefficients. In this topic we will discuss about B coefficients, derivation of B coefficients. So for the derivation of B coefficients, let us consider a power system. So this is the power system network. In which generating stations are connected together. This is the second part, generating plants. How G1 is the generator 1, generator 2, n number of generators are there in order to feed the load. Here also load distinct positions, loads are there, distributed loads. IL1 is load current 2, like that. M number of, suppose n number of generators are there, m number of loads are there, together we'll have sigma Pgi, I is equal to 1 to n, and here sigma PL equal to IL1 plus IL2 up to ILM. So sigma IL is equal to capital IL. So this is the IL total load. And here so many transmission lines are there. Let us have m number of transmission lines are there. Then each line will carry some current. Let us consider one transmission line in which the current flowing is IK, is the current flowing through the element or transmission line. Each line will have current IK1, IK2 up to m number of lines are there. Let us consider interconnected power system, big network, in which number of generators have to be considered, sigma Pg, and total load is taken as IL. And transmission lines, each line will carry some current. Each line will carry some current. That current is IK1, IK2 and so on. So therefore all generators will meet the load along with the transmission line losses. So let us consider a 3-bus system in which you have considered two generators, generator 1 and 2, and meeting the load. So that is PL is the load. So IK1, IK2, IK3 are the currents through the transmission lines. There are 3 number of lines are there in between generating stations and load centers. Each carry current IK1, IK2, IK3 respectively in all 3 lines. So therefore IK is equal to summation of all the currents. You will get, this is the total current IK. The IK is the current through the transmission lines. IL is the total load current. IL is the total load current, and Ig1 plus Ig2 are the generator currents. So therefore Ig equal to Ig1 plus Ig2, and Ik is equal to Ik1 plus Ik2 plus Ik3, and IL is equal to IL1 plus IL2, and so on. So therefore load current must be equal to current through the transmission lines, that must be equal to current feeding by the generating stations, total current, that is generated current Ig. So let n number of generators to be 2, n number of lines to be 3, and total load can be considered as IL. This is the interconnected network. Therefore we can summarize that IL is equal to Ig is equal to Ik. Therefore Ig equal to IL and Ik all are same. So by using that expression you can understand that total current feeding by the generators, all generators together, is Ig, and that is equal to Ik, which will feed the load equal to IL. This is the basic and fundamental point of our discussion. Suppose generator 1 is feeding the load, entire load, then generator 2 is off. So generator 2 is feeding the load, entire load, then generator 1 is off. Then also the current through the transmission lines are injected by the generators, Ig1 and Ig2. Anyhow, Ig1 plus Ig2 equal to Ik, total current through the transmission lines. And hence we will understand that in order to understand the complete problem of current distributions, we will consider the current distribution factors of each line. Here power balance equation, the very first one is power balance equation, in which sigma Pg equal to sigma Pd plus sigma PL. So that is the power balance equation. So in the previous topic we have not considered the transmission line loss, which is neglected, but in this case we need to consider this sigma P loss. So I square are losses. Therefore this sigma ig equal to sigma ik equal to sigma il equal to il. Therefore ig equal to ik equal to il, summation of all the currents. So and hence current distribution factors have to be considered. dk1 dk2 are the current distribution factors of transmission lines. dk1 is the current distribution factor, which is the ratio of ik1 by il. ik1 is the current through transmission line 1, il is the total load current. So therefore dk1 is equal to ratio of ik1 by il. il is the total load current, ik1 is the current through the transmission line 1. Similarly dk2 is equal to ik2 by il. il is the total load current, ik2 is the current through the transmission line 2. Therefore ig equal to ik, that is equal to the current through the transmission lines. So dk1 into ig1 plus dk2 into ig2. dk1 is the current distribution factor of transmission line 1 and dk2 is the current distribution factor of transmission line 2. Here there are two generators, generator 1 and 2, which each will inject ig1 and ig2 currents. So therefore in terms of generated currents, it is very easy to analyze, and hence instead of transmission line currents I will use the generator currents with the distribution current factors. So dk1 is the distribution factor of current 1, dk2 is the distribution factor of current 2. There are two currents injected by the generators 1 and 2 respectively, and hence we will use that. Instead of dk1, instead of ik1, ik2 and ik3, we will use the generated currents. Therefore which is equal to ik1 plus ik2 plus ik3, total current through the all transmission lines. Both are same. Instead of using ik1 and ik2, I will use ig1 and ig2 by multiplying with distribution factors. Ik is equal to ig. So ig1 is equal to dk1 into il. ik1 is equal to dk1 into il. ik2 is equal to dk2 into il. So from which you can understand that the current distribution factors are used for computing the total current of the transmission lines. So therefore total current ig equal to ig1 into current distribution factor plus ig2 into current distribution factor. So that can be used as equivalent current of load. So ig equal to il. Now this is equal to il. But il is expressed in terms of ig1 and ig2. So let number of generators to be 2, ig1 equal to magnitude of mod ig1, ig2 equal to mod ig2. For simplicity, let us take ig1 is equal to mod ig1, ig2 equal to mod ig2 respectively. Therefore ik equal to dk1 into ig1 plus dk2 into ig2. Ik is equal to ig. Already we have established that relation. Therefore ik square is equal to dk1 ig1. So ig1 is the phasor. It has first bus will have, bus number 1 will have, so delta 1. So here it is delta 2 are the load angles or power angles, sometimes also known as voltage angles. V1 at delta 1, V2 at delta 2. Therefore So Ig1 is the phasor which has x component and y component, and therefore we can have the angle delta, cos delta and sin delta. Cos delta and sin delta. X component is divided dk1 into Ig1 cos delta 1 plus dk2 into Ig2 cos delta 2 whole square. X1 plus x2 whole square. Y1 plus y2 whole square. Y1 is dk1 Ig1 sin delta 1, dk2 Ig2 sin delta 2. So x1 plus x2 whole square plus y1 plus y2 whole square. So therefore x square, y square. So by separating these values, cos square delta 1 plus sin square delta 1 equal to 1. Similarly, cos square delta 2 plus sin square delta 2 equal to 1. By using that relation, you can have dk1 square plus ig1 square plus dk2 square ig2 square plus 2 dk1 dk2 ig1 ig2 cos delta 1 cos delta 2 plus 2 dk1 dk2 ig1 ig2 sin delta 1 sin delta 2. So the first terms ig1 square into sin square delta 1 plus cos square delta 1 equal to 1. dk2 square ig2 square into sin square delta 2 plus cos square delta 2, that is equal to 1. Therefore, first two terms are simplified. From the second two terms, we can understand 2 dk1 dk2 ig1 ig2 are common plus cos delta 1 cos delta 2 plus sin delta 1 sin delta 2. So dk1 square ig1 square dk2 square ig2 square plus 2 dk1 dk2 ig1 ig2 have taken common within the brackets cos delta 1 cos delta 2 plus sin delta 1 sin delta 2. So that is equal to dk1 square plus ig1 square plus dk2 square plus dk2 square ig2 square plus 2 dk1 dk2 ig1 ig2 into cos delta 1 minus delta 2. Since cos a minus b equal to cos a cos b plus sin a sin b, using that relation cos delta 1 cos delta 2 plus sin delta 1 sin delta 2 equal to cos delta 1 minus delta 2. So therefore ik square is the expression. This expression is equal to ik square. So this is the ik square. Alright. By substituting the currents in terms of power, so let us take V1 is equal to V1 mod V1, V2 is equal to mod V2. Instead of mods, for simplicity I am using only V1 and V2. So V1 and V2 are the magnitudes only. Ig1 is equal to P1 by root 3 V1 power factor 1 PF1 cos phi 1 or PF1. You can use PF1. Similarly, Ig2 is equal to P2 by root 3 V2 PF2. So cos phi 2. So by using Ig1 and Ig2 in terms of P1 and P2, let us substitute in the expression Ig1 square equal to P1 square by root 3 V1 PF1 square. Similarly, Ig2. The third expression, Ig1 and Ig2 both are expressed, and hence ik square is equal to dk1 square p1 square by within brackets root 3 v1 pf1 whole square plus dk2 square p2 square divided by within brackets root 3 v2 pf2 whole square in the denominator plus 2 dk1 dk2 p1 p2 cos delta 1 minus delta 2 divided by 3 root 3 square 3 v1 v2 pf1 pf2. So you got the expression in terms of p1 p2 p12 p1 p2 product. Therefore the total power loss of the transmission network is PL is equal to sigma k is equal to 1 to n 3 ik square rk. Let ik is equal to mod ik, and rk is the resistance of the kth line or kth element. Therefore, PL is equal to, instead of ik in the previous expression, ik square is there. Let us substitute ik square in the PL expression. We will get this P1 square into sigma dk1 square rk by V1 square Pf1 square plus P2 square sigma dk2 square rk divided by V2 square Pf2 square plus 2 P1 P2 sigma dk1 dk2 rk cos delta 1 minus delta 2 divided by V1 V2 Pf1 Pf2. So this is the derived expression of PL in terms of P1 and P2 and other parameters like V1, V2, Pf1, Pf2, dk1, dk2, etc. Therefore, for two generator system, power loss is given by the standard expression is P loss is equal to P1 square B11 plus P2 square B22 plus 2 P1 P2 B12. In the previous expression, dk1 is constant, rk is constant, dk2 is constant, V1 is constant. Let us assume that V1 is constant, Pf1 is also constant, V2 is constant, Pf2 is also constant. So therefore, except P1, P2, remaining all parameters can be taken as constant values, and hence those can be expressed in terms of P1 square into some constant plus P2 square into constant plus 2 P1 P2 into some constant. So those constant can be treated as B11, B22, B12. So therefore those quotients are B quotients, can be expressed in terms of other parameters. Therefore P loss is equal to P1 square B11 plus P2 square B22 plus 2B P1 P2 B12, or in other expression P1 square B11 plus 2 P1 P2 B12 plus P2 square B22. That is the actual expression. So therefore let us compare this expression with the standard, with the actual expression. Then actual power in terms of V1 V2 Pf1 Pf2. So we can have PL is equal to this expression. So P1 square is separated, B11 is equal to this one. This is the B11. So similarly this is B22. So other parameter, this is B12, except this. Like that we got B11, B22, B12 expressions. So this is equal to B coefficients can be expressed as B11 is equal to 1 by V1 square Pf1 square into sigma dk1 square rk. Second one, B22 equal to 1 by V2 square Pf2 square into sigma dk2 square rk, and B12 equal to B21, that is equal to cos delta 1 minus delta 2 into sigma dk1 dk2 rk divided by V1 V2 Pf1 Pf2. So you got the expressions for B11, B12, B22. Anyhow, B12 equal to B21 symmetrical. Therefore B12 is equal to B21. From the standard expression, PL is equal to P1 square B11 plus P2 square B22 plus 2 P1 P2 B12. In generalized form, the loss PL is expressed as PL is equal to sigma m is equal to 1 to k and sigma n is equal to 1 to k PM BMN PN. The power generation, PM is the power generation and PN is also power generation. BMN are the B quotients. Therefore, in standard form, Bmn is equal to cos delta m minus delta n divided by Pm Vn Vn cos delta m cos phi m cos phi n into sigma dkm dkn rk. So therefore, by substituting the values m and n values, we can obtain B11, B22, B33, similarly B12, B13, like that. For example, 1 1, delta 1 minus delta 1, 0, cos 0, 1. So 1 by, so what is the value? 1 by V1 square. So since V1 is equal to V2, V1 square into PF1 square, because phi m is equal to 1, n is equal to 1. N is equal to 1, and hence 1 by V1 square PF1 square sigma dk1 dk2. Here dkm dkn 1 dk1 dk1. So therefore dk1 square into rk. Similarly, let us substitute 2 instead of m and n. B22 equal to cos delta 2 minus delta 2. So you cos 0 1 by V2 square PF2 square dk2 square rk. Similarly, B12 and B21 can be obtained like this by substituting the m is equal to 1 and n is equal to 2. Like that, you can obtain in matrix form PL is equal to P1, P2, Pn, and B matrix B11, B12 up to B1n. In the column B12, B11, B21, Bn1 up to Bnn, multiplied with column matrix P1, P2 up to Pn. So this is the matrix form of the power loss. So this is for 2 generator case, 2 by 2 matrix. You will get the 2 by 2 matrix B11, B12, B21, B22. 2 by 2 matrix. So therefore you can write B11, B12, B21, B22. So this is a 2 by 2 matrix. So for generalized case, let us take 3 generators now and derive the expressions. It can be extended to n number of generators. So here the power system network already you understood. This is the number of generators, transmission lines and loads connected together with the transmission network. So in each line, the current through the line is IK. So the IK is expressed in terms of generated currents Ig1, Ig2 and up to Ign. Here Ng, so number of generators Ng. So therefore IK is expressed in terms of Ig1 to Ign, Igng, number of generators, or you can also use n number of generators, Ign only here. So therefore Ig1 is equal to, it is a phasor and has x and y components. In rectangular form, x component and y component. Here you can use j also, x plus jy, x1, y1, x2, y2 and so on. For n number of generators, you can use expressions like that. X is the I cos delta, y is the I sin delta, cos delta and sin delta expressions. So therefore you can express like that up to n number of generators. Therefore IK is equal to dk1 into Ig1, dk2 Ig2 plus dk3 Ig3. Let us consider the 3 number of generators. Now Ik is expressed in terms of x components of all the currents. This is x, and second one y components of all currents, x1 plus x2 plus x3 whole square plus y1 plus y2 and so on square. So this is the x square, this is y square. So you can separate the terms here. This is the first part, dk1 square ig1 square, dk2 square ig2 square plus dk3 square into ig3 square. These are the individual terms, and mutual terms can be separated like that. This is the individual term 1, 2, 3, and mutual terms 1, 2, 3, cos terms 1, 2, 3, sin terms 1, 2, 3, 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash terms. So these are first three terms as x terms, second three terms of the are the y terms. And each current of the generating station Ig1 equal to the total power, active power divided by root 3 V1 cos phi 1, P2 divided by root 3 V2 cos phi 2, similarly third one. So all three currents are expressed in terms of voltage and power factors. Now let us substitute the current expressions in terms of power. You will get the individual terms 1, 2, 3, mutual terms 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 3. So this is the second term, this is third term. The power losses, total power loss is equal to sigma k is equal to 1 to n. So let us take this is n. 3 into Ik square Rk. So this whole discussion is taken from textbook PSR Murthy. So let us discuss the derivation from that book. You can refer that book. And here PL is equal to individual terms 1, 2, 3 and mutual terms 1, 2, 3. So therefore from the expressions you can understand, you can derive the expression for B11, B22, B33. So 1, 2, 3. Mutual terms 1, 1, 2, 2, 3 and 1, 3 or 3, 1. So you got the expression for 1 by V1 square, V1 mod. You can also use V1, where V1 is equal to mod V1. V1 square into cos phi 1 square into sigma dk1 square Rk. Similarly B22 1 by V2 square and cos phi 2 square. So therefore let us use suffix term as 1, 2, 3 respectively for B11, B22, B2, B33. All the three diagonal elements. Half diagonal elements are B12, B21, B23. So that is equal to B21. So this is equal to B32. B32. So sometimes they will use instead of B, they can use beta also. B23 and third one B13 equal to B31. So therefore P loss is equal to P1 square B11 plus P2 square B22 plus P3 square B33 plus mutual terms 2 P1 P2 B12 and so on. So it can be expressed as in generalized form sigma m is equal to 1 to k. Let us have k. Here it is 3. So sigma m is equal to 1 to k. Here it is k into Pm Bmn Pn is the last formula. In general form for the Bmn already we discussed that This is the general form we have derived from the expression. This expression you can derive this. You can use general form Bmn is equal to cos delta m minus delta n divided by Vn cos phi m cos phi n into sigma d km dkn rk. So this is the general derivation for the Bmn coefficients, and this is the matrix form. Already we have discussed it. So in other words, PL is equal to sigma I sigma j pi bij pj pi bij pj is the sigma 2 times sigma. Sigma is equal to I is equal to 1 to n and j is equal to 1 to n. So you can have that general expression like this. B11 square plus B11 square P1 square plus B22 square P2 square and so on. Bn Bm Bnm Pn square Pgn square. That means n number of generators here, last term. And similarly, the mutual terms B2 into B12 P1 P2 plus 2 into B13 P1 P3 and so on. So it can be expressed like that. Separate terms can be obtained. This is the general expression of and conclusion of Bmn coefficients. Thank you. I'll stop here. In the next class, we will discuss about the optimal operation of fuel-fired power stations, including transmission line losses.